More violent incidents at the Richland County Jail as another stabbing was reported at the Trouble facility yesterday. And tonight, the jail remains under federal investigation. Our Peyton Lewis is in studio tonight with an update. Peyton?
JR, the Richland County Jail saw 3 stabbing incidents in the last week, starting on Tuesday, the second incident being on Wednesday, January 3rd, and the final one being on Sunday, January 7th. And the Department of Justice says these events will all be taken into account as they continue their investigation. Back in November, the Department of Justice and the U.S. Attorney's Office for South Carolina announced that they were launching a federal civil rights investigation into Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center. Now, after 3 different stabbing incidents in the jail, with a total of 5 victims, the Department of Justice says they'll be using these incidents as data points in their investigation. The organization sent us this statement on Monday saying, quote, "The DOJ civil investigation is a pattern and practice investigation that looks at systemic issues. Our investigation will examine whether the Alvin S. Glenn Detention Center is engaging in a pattern or practice of violating the constitutional rights of individuals housed in the detention center by failing to provide constitutional living conditions and failing to protect incarcerated individuals from harm due to violence by other incarcerated individuals. So the assaults you mentioned would be reviewed from that perspective." Weeks after the Department of Justice announced their investigation, Richland County launched an internal investigation, hiring the Weiss law firm and Maynard Nexsen to work with the Department of Justice. Attorney Mark Moore with Maynard Nexsen is helping with the investigation and says, in part, as a part of that representation, we intend to conduct our own privileged internal investigation. Our representation is ongoing. We reached out to Richland County for further comment on the past week of violence, but were told they had no comment and that they do not condone violence on any level. And if you or a family member has had an experience in the Richland County Jail that you think the Department of Justice needs to know about, just look for this story on WLTX.com. There you'll find a link to the Department of Justice's email address where you can send those stories. Reporting in studio, Peyton Lewis, News 19 WLTX.
Peyton, thanks. In Sumter.